and building on what we have done the past 2 days, which are dodges, right? Now we're going to move on to one-on-ones. So, attack-wise, we have that covered because we spent the time talking about that. The biggest thing to remember is that you are in advantage of you have the advantage of what you're going to do, right? If Meg's coming at me and she's got the ball, I don't know what she's doing. She could do a roll dodge, split dodge, she doesn't even really have to dodge, she could pass, she could feed, so she has the advantage, okay? But as a defender, there's a few core things that if you stick to, you can be successful even though that they are in control, okay? The first thing, as a defender, what should you look at as your attacker's approaching you? Haley?
Hips.
Hips, yes. Way to help you remember that, and I love it. It is Shakira, and I hope you all know who she is. I might have already mentioned this, but she says it in her song, your hips don't lie, right? So, as Meg is approaching me, if I'm looking at her stick, and she does a fake with her stick, whoa, right? I'm gonna bite on that every time. Same thing with her head. If she does a head fake, I'm gonna think she's going whichever way she's faking. But her hips cannot change direction without the rest of her body doing that, okay? So if I'm watching her hips and she steps one way, I know she's going that way. If she steps the other way, I know she's going that way, right? So, even with your goggles, I want you guys to know when you're going up and approaching somebody as a defender, we can see where your eyes are, and we will call you out if you're looking anywhere but their hips, okay? And if you're looking anywhere but their hips, you owe us 10 jumping jacks.
And then you're going to get owned.
Then you're going to get burned by that sweet attacker that's going to roll one of those sick dodges that we worked on, right? Okay, so then the second thing is making contact. I know that as we're kind of starting this sport and getting used to it, it's a little bit scary to make contact with somebody that's running at you, right? But if you approach them and you break down your feet as you're approaching them and sit and put your hand on their hip or use your forearms, you're going to be a better defender. As opposed to keeping this distance and just dancing with Meg and doing whatever she's doing, I'm not taking anything away from her by doing that. Okay? So, first, look at their hips. Second, break down your feet and make contact. And then the last thing I want you guys to focus on today is taking something away. So, if Meg is a dominant right-handed player, which way should I force her as a defender?
Left.
Left, because she's probably not that comfortable with her left hand, right? But if Bree's coming up to me, which way should I force her?
Right.
Right, because she's a lefty, okay? Does that make sense? So if Meg's coming at me, I do everything I'm supposed to, I'm looking at her hips, I'm breaking my feet down, making contact, I want to force her left. If she goes to roll back right, that's fine. I take a step and I adjust. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to get back into those same